Okay, here's a little video just to illustrate an important point. Okay, never use these, but why Italian position? Okay, well, because the wrist is cocked up like this and the tip is so far away, it's really hard for the opponent to take your blade. So that's reason number one. Reason number two, see how my thumb is in this spot? Well, in what other instance do we ever see this? Well, we see this all the time in Saber, where people will start, let's pretend this is an actual grip. They start like this, right? Hand is a bell guard, like pretend there's a bell guard around my hand, or even if I hold it in the back. But this is generally how they start. They don't start like this. Because if someone were to cut and your hand is just up and down like this, well, your wrist is going to bend this way. Someone hits, let's say, the right side of this pencil, it'll push it this way, right? So it's easy to just whack the blade out of your hand. But if you turn the wrist, now the thumb can resist. So that leads us to this really important principle. Well, why do kids often parry for this way? Well, it's because they want to push with the thumb down. They want to swing the sword as strong as they can, which will be this motion. Now, when you have been fencing for a while, and instead of maybe holding it like this, you start to hold it like this, or even like this, and you really develop the finger strength to do this, then you start to develop this idea that, wait, instead of doing this, which might be a really quick motion, it almost always requires that your elbow goes backward. So what if you could do the same speed going forward with this type of motion? So it's a finger, then a wrist movement. Okay, because then you come in with sort of this type of angle, which if you think about another person pointing at you, it'll actually start to deflect their blade. Instead of you sliding on their blade and then trying to shove it away, it's actually going to catch it and push it. It's going to move it as your hand starts to move out to the side or out in front or diagonally up, which is what we've been telling people lately.